Ceci's podcast. Hello, my name is Cecilia. I'm from Córdoba, Argentina, and this is a knitting and crochet podcast. This is my podcast in English. I have another one in Spanish because my natural language is Spanish, okay? So today is February... Today is February 2. Today we have a sunny day. It's winter, but I was all day at home, but we have a sunny day. I'm very happy for that. I love sunny days. Okay, so you can find me in Ravelry as Mama Dye in Instagram and Mama Dye Patterns, but I also have an English account that is called Cecilia Losada Crochet. Okay, I put all the links here and in my blog. You can find there. I also have a Patreon page that is called the same. This is the link. So if you like my work, you can visit, and you have different choices. In this moment it's only in Spanish, but I'm trying to make at least one gift in English, so more people can join to this Patreon page, okay? And talking about Patreon, I want to say that yesterday I make Patreon from Aroja Knits, okay? So good luck, a lot of kisses of to Aroja Knits. Today I have to listen her podcast, so as I want that people be my Patreon, I am a Patreon of another people also, so that's good. So okay, I want to start talking about my no, not about this right now. I want to talk about the conversation that a lot of people, POC and BIPOC, are having on Instagram. I want to say thank you for all the work that they are doing, they are making, I'm sorry. Here in Spain, there is not much people that is talking about that, just a few of us. So as you know, I'm a South American woman living in Spain, and I want to say thank you, and just saying that I'm very sorry for what you've been through. I can take your place for like the I'm sorry, it's very difficult to speak of this in a language that is not mine, but I just want to say that I can't not take your place about your feeling, what you're feeling, but I have to say that like a South American woman living in Spain, not always, but a lot of times I suffered also discrimination because I am from South America. So I don't know, I can't feel what you are feeling, but at least I can understand just a little bit about you are being through for your skin, for your color skin. I don't know if I'm speaking well, but just for that I'm very sorry for all the pain and ugly things that you have to hear about the famous post that start all of this conversation. But also I want to say thanks about this post because it make visible this problem So not everything is so bad, and not everything is so good. If this post it's difficult to me to speak in English, but if this post begins to make visible things that white people was not that they didn't know that they have this white supremacy, so I think that you are making a very good job. I'm sorry that you have to make the job and not the people that have to make it. And I just want to say that thank you, thank you, thank you. And and I'm sorry that you have to listen all ugly words from ugly people. So I can't talk more about this because I feel that I don't have all the vocabulary that I want to have in English to speak about this. But I think that this is a problem that it has to be visible for all, and I just want to say that this podcast and my place, it's a open space, and I will try to be a safe space for all people, for all colors, all idioms, all languages, all countries, and all cultures. Okay? So you are welcome in my space, and I hope I am welcome as in your space too. I am being very welcome in your space, and I just feel grateful for that. This week I start to participate in the February challenge by Creative Ceci. Thank you, Creative Ceci, for have this challenge. And I just send you a kiss. Hello. And I am meeting a lot of people thanks to this challenge. So thank you, because this opened a lot. And for my language, I have to say that it's difficult for me sometimes to understand what you're saying, or to make that you understand me. So I hope that diversity for all of us, it's going to be a good thing. So thank you very much for everything, and thank you for all people that is doing good and a lot of work about this. Thank you very much. Okay, let's go to now to finished projects. So let's go. So okay, we are in the finished projects. I don't have too much finished projects. I have some because I am working in a lot of projects and designs of my own that I can't show yet. But the first one that I want to show you, show you, is this one. I already finished it. This is, well, wait, I'm gonna show you. Wait. This is my Barcelona's rose. You see, it's a color work, a top-down sweater in circular needles. I love this sweater. This is the Barcelona's rose from Marcela Chang Knits. She's from Chile. She's a knitwear designer. She have a lot of designs on her Ravelry store, and she writes their designs in a lot of sizes. So I recommend her patterns. Are very good Brighton. I I'm very new knitting, so I think that is well brighten or breathing. I don't know how to speak in English, I'm sorry. So I use for this sweater 2 skeins of Harvest Fingering from Earth Yarns. This is a brand from Turkey that I like a lot. And this one is also, this is like an orange, but it's not a strong orange. And this is another color that is called, I think that is, wait, it's called Buckthorn, also from Harvest Fingering from Earth Yarns. Okay, so I use 2 skeins from this and 1 skein from this. It's merino fingering, merino extra fine 100%. And I love this sweater, I use it a lot. So thank you Marcela Chan for this beautiful design, I love it. She also have a podcast in English and in Spanish. So you can saw her podcast in English. If you speak English or if you speak Spanish, you can saw also her podcast. So this is the first finished project. I want to say that this illustration you can find when you are walking in Barcelona, you know, in the street, I don't know what's the name. You have this, when you are walking, you see these rows everywhere. So it's a very typical design in Barcelona, and she used it for the sweater, so it's great. That's why it's called the Barcelona Rose sweater. So let's go to the next finished project. This one is my, wait, this is my Paco hat. Paco hat. I will publish this in English. It's already published in Spanish on my Ravelry store and on my Patreon, but I didn't have time to make it in English. So it will be published in English next week maybe. I make this hat with alpaca fine from Pasquali Filati Naturali. It's a baby alpaca yarn. It's beautiful, it's very soft, I love a lot. Paco, it means in Quechua that it's a language that Aymaras and Quechuas in Latin America, that it means alpaca in Quechua. So you see, it has a stranded knitting in color work, and then I use a stitch that is called the rose stitch. You see there, the rose stitch, and I write this pattern in 3 different sizes: for baby, for child, and for adult. That is this one. This is the baby version. It's beautiful. Okay, it's very easy. It comes with a tutorial step by step of all the hat, so it's very easy to make. Okay, and I also finished the stracciatella mittens. These are a crochet design. You see, I think that I showed this in the past podcast, I don't know. So this will be, both designs, they are already published in Spanish, but I will publish this also in English. I will try that this week or maybe next week, I don't know yet. Okay, these are my finished projects, and I have another one here that is not from now, it's older. This is the mallita sweater. It's made with crochet. I use intarsia for this part and tapestry for this part, for this section, and is in raglan sleeve, and it is crocheted in different parts, and then I sew the different parts to construct the sweater. Okay, so I made it with Katia yarns with Merino Aran from Katia Yarns, but I am not very convinced about the design, the construction. I like the design, but the construction, maybe I will change it. That's why I have here in the maniquí. So I'm thinking about changing the way that it's crocheted. I don't know yet. And besides, I'm thinking in how to make in multiple sizes for a lot of people with a lot of different sizes, so everyone can crochet this sweater. So this is in process, but in a long process. Okay. So so now let's go to my whips projects. Okay, my work in progress is this one. I am knitting the Curiosity and Opportunity socks from Joji Locatelli. Curiosity and Opportunity. I only could make the elastic rib. You see, I'm using merino sock from Earth Yarn. I love the color. I think that it's gonna be okay with the cables of the socks. So I'm happy for this. I'm trying to make both at the same time. It costs at the beginning, when I have to cast on the stitches, I was a lot of time. I used the German twisted cast on, but now I'm very quick. I know I want to learn how to make 2 socks at the same time, so now I know how to make it. I am very happy. And okay, so I only could make this because I'm working in a lot of things that I can't show yet, but I'm happy for that. I only could make this. So in the next, the other work in progress that I have, that I showed you on the last podcast, was the arbusto from Rosa Pomar from Portugal. That is published in the Line magazine number 6, issue 6. I couldn't advance anything because, like I told you before, I'm working a lot on secret projects. So I only have to make this part of one sleeve. The other one is finished. I only have this part, but I couldn't have time to finish. I hope this week I could finish because I want to see that sweater finished. And other work I have in progress, it's I am participating in a swap, that it's a group that I don't know how to say in English. A swap is like a group that we I have to make a gift to some person that I don't know, but and someone will give a gift to me, and I don't know who is the person who will give me the gift. Okay, so it's like an interchange of a shawl interchange group. I have to finish my shawl on May 1st or on May 1, and I have to send it in that date to my, I don't know to say, to the person that I have to make the gift. So I decide to make, I can't talk about that too much because I want to be a surprise, but I only want to say that I'm using a ball of yarn of one skein of Forest from Pasquali Filati Naturali and one skein of Merino Sock from Earth Yarns. And I decided to make a design from the Pom Pom magazine. It's a design that it has mosaic knitting. I want to learn to make mosaic knitting a lot of time ago, so this was the perfect opportunity to learn that technique. So I'm very happy for that, and the two colors are very contrasting. So I'm happy for that, but I can't talk you about that anymore. I only can show you the shawl when my gift person receive it, okay? So I am making the videos by private, and maybe on May 15th I will publish only one episode from dedicated to this shawl and this swap, but not until that date. So what else? I don't have more work in progress. Well, I have more, but I can show you. I only can show the yarns that I'm using for another work in progress. They are also from Earth Yarns. It's Harvest Worsted. I'm using this color and this color. It's so beautiful. I'm making a crochet design, a lot of crochet designs for babies. I only can say that. It's a set of complements. You see, they are for a magazine from United States. I don't know yet if they're gonna be published, but they sent me a submission, so I will send my proposed, yes. So if they like it, I hope that they do. These designs, they're gonna be published there, and if they don't like it, I'm gonna publish it on my Ravelry store, okay? So maybe if they don't like it or they don't need this kind of design, I hope that I can publish it by my own, okay? Like an independent designer, indie designer. So I also have another, no, it's not yet a work in progress, it's gonna be. So let's go to my future projects. Let's go. So one of my future projects, I don't know if I told you in the last podcast that I crocheted a sweater for Earth Yarns, and there was a hole in a moment in the sweater, and I was totally disgusted about that. I'm very sad and everything. So I had to make another one, and they gave me these monochrome skins that I'm gonna combine with this that is Harvest Fingering from Earth Yarn, also Earth Yarns. This is a gray, like plate gray or silver gray. I love a lot, and the monochrome are spectacular, I think. So I think this is a good combination. I'm gonna make this sweater in any moment. have to make a lot of things. And besides, I'm making a lot of master or mini master classes for my Patreons, but all is in Spanish. And this month I publish a video tutorial and with a PDF that you can download, and also an editable document to make your own patterns in crochet and knitting patterns. So I'm very happy for that, because this was a thing that I want to make a lot of time ago. I didn't find time in any way, and this, I think that Patreon allows me to make that by making month to month different things that I want to learn, that I want to teach to other people. So I'm happy for that. So I don't have more. Yes, and this section, as I can talk about a lot of design that I want to crochet and knit, because they are secret designs, I will talk about designs that I like a lot, that maybe I will knit or crochet, but no in a near future. Maybe in the time, but I want to make it sometime. But I want to show you, so you can meet more people that make designs, or maybe you know it, but I like their work. Okay. In this podcast, I want to talk about Tammy Gore. I like a lot her work, and I like especially for shawl designs. My best one is Milu. I think that's the way that it's called in English, Milu or Miliu, I don't know. I like a lot. I'm gonna put here the pictures so you can see it. You can find all these designs on her Ravelry store. I like a lot. And another one is Harper's Ferry, that I like a lot also. Raven Hill. And other one is Sweet Soul. These are my 4 favorite designs from Tammy Gore. So thank you for make these beautiful designs. They are on my favorites on Ravelry. You can find Tammy Gore on Ravelry also, and buy their patterns, okay, on their Ravelry store. I will put here all the links, or on my blog. Okay, you will find all the links. Okay, so what else? I don't have too much things to speak about, because the other things that I have to speak, that I make in the other podcast, were for Spanish people. So by this time I don't have too much things to speak about. Yes. No, I don't have more. I'm sorry. So, nothing else by the moment. So thank you for being here. Thanks for all the new subscribers that I have, and for the also thank you very much. Remember that you can find me on Ravelry as Mama Di. On Instagram I'm Mama Di Patterns, and also I have an English EG account that is called Cecilia Lozada Crochet. And that's all by the moment. Thank you very much. Thank you for being here. I hope you can write me a comment. Bye bye. Mwah.